Hello.
Morning.
This is Joanne from Magpies Cottage.
I'm her sidekick, Amy.
Nice to have you back.
Yeah, it is good to be here.
Yeah, I haven't seen you in like a couple weeks.
Like 3 weeks, I think it's been.
Yeah.
Since the last time we podcasted.
Yeah, that's the last time I saw you.
Oh boy. Well,
What's been happening in your life?
Snow.
Oh yeah.
I mean, these snow days are crazy.
Yeah.
So now, the board and the administration is talking about what we could do instead of just adding days on the end.
Oh.
You know, and so I'm thinking that it's going to be, adding minutes to days and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
See, it used to be you had to have so many days of instruction.
Right, that's what I thought it was, 180 days.
No, DPI changed the rule. It's how many minutes of instruction.
Oh.
So you can add minutes to your day easily and still be within the requirement. In Sheboygan, we have one snow day every year that we don't have to make up.
Okay.
But that's because our instructional day has enough minutes in it to begin with to meet the DPI expectation.
Okay.
So, I know that we don't have to make up the first one.
Okay.
We had 2 built into the calendar.
Okay.
Our last day of school is the second Wednesday. It's a Wednesday this year. Usually it's a Thursday. The second Wednesday. So in the big picture, if they wanted to, they could just simply have us go to school Thursday and Friday.
Yeah.
But it's too early in the winter. I mean, let's face it. The way this winter's been going, I wouldn't be shocked if we had another one, you know? So as much as I don't want to see another one, I don't want to be going to school in July. I don't think we'll have another one. I'm hoping we won't have another one. God, I sound like somebody else I know saying, I don't think so, but maybe it'll happen. Anyways, so we'll see what happens. They did have a meeting on it earlier I think it was yesterday actually, and so we'll see. So they could have us go Thursday and Friday, but boy, as soon as you go into that third week, you're done. You are never going to get kids back.
Oh,
Families have vacations.
Yeah.
People plan on things. So the 2 days that were built into the calendar were the Monday after Easter and the Friday before Memorial Day. Depending on, so those 2 days, I mean, the Monday after Easter, okay, that's not a big deal. I mean, Easter's late this year.
Yeah,
so if
really late.
Yeah, I think this is almost like the latest it can be. So I'm, my son Ryan was born on Easter Sunday, and his birthday is the 19th of April.
Okay.
And so this is Good Friday, I think, is his birthday this year, or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah, it's really late. But anyways, I digress. If we had that Monday, I can go to school. That's no big deal. And the Friday before Memorial Day, ooh, that one's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Because that's always the second made up. So I haven't had to work on the Friday before Memorial Day, and I don't know when. Probably 96 when we had that last cold, there was a period of time where there were like cold days in there.
Yeah.
That was in 96. That's how long it's been. Because by the time we would be going to school on that day, then we would have had one snow day we didn't make up and another one that we did. So 2 full snow days, we don't do that often. We don't. I mean, we don't have a lot of kids on buses, and that's usually what drives it.
Right, and that's what's going to affect with the minutes, too. I mean, if you add minutes to each day, then bus schedules all have to change.
Probably a whole lot less than you think.
Oh, okay.
Because the bus, if they add minutes to the day, if they add 10 minutes to the day, it just means the bus goes 10 minutes later.
Okay.
It's not, I mean, I'm sure the bus company would want their buses in the garage sooner. I get that. But if they haven't driven on the days, they don't get paid. So I guess it's a fair trade-off.
Right.
There's that. And the other thing about it is that if you have a bus pickup in the morning, you could add minutes in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, in Sheboygan, the elementary schools either start early or they start late. Everybody starts at the same time. Either you're in, your tardy bell is I don't know, 8 minutes after 8 or some stupid number like that. I don't even know what time it is. I just hear it and done. I know they're coming in. So in that case, we got a playground full of kids. you know? So parents are dropping their, you know, especially if you start work at 8, you're dropping your kids off so you can get to work on time. There's kids on that playground at 7:45.
Yeah.
I mean, I usually walk into school, you know, 20 to 8, 7:45. That's when I try to get there. That playground's full of kids. Yeah. So, I mean, and parents can adjust before school easier in an early school, or just as easy in an early school. Late schools, on the other hand, they've got lots of kids on buses. That's why they're late. Because the buses, what they do is they do the middle school routes first, and that's why the middle school starts earlier, and then they do the elementary route. So if they're dropping the middle school kids off earlier, then they could do the elementary route a little earlier, but it's still more complicated. So I'm hoping I do not want to have to go into working that 3rd week of June.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be awful.
Oh, that would be.
That would be awful.
Yeah.
So, at any rate.
Yeah. So
that's my life. So that's been happening. And since I've been home, I did lots of knitting. I got lots of FOs.
Oh, yeah. I bet you do.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I work no matter what. So.
That's the downside of being able to work from home.
Yeah. So, yeah. I got a computer at home and a computer here. So, wherever I am, I work.
That just is a bummer.
Yeah.
You know, and there's people, there's out there that, like, I know they just started this, like, in Random Lake, where when you have a snow day, you have to log in and go online and do instruction online. I think that would be very cool in a middle or a high school situation. I'm not sure how effective it would be with elementary kids.
Yeah.
On the other hand, if I was expected to do that in exchange for a snow day, I'd do it.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'd do it. So,
yeah, with more and more schools having like their homework calendar online,
right.
I could see moving to that.
Well, in middle schools and high schools, they have district issued tech devices now.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, so many. I mean, I don't know about all the districts in town, but the majority of them, the kids got a computer handed to them from school. You know, and if you need Wi-Fi, they have ways that you can get Wi-Fi to like a low-income household kind of situation.
Yep.
So Wi-Fi is not that big of a deal either. Personally, since we live in such an important digital age, I mean, think about it. You got telephone companies, and they put lines out back when telephones were invented. I can't wait till we have just Wi-Fi access everywhere and stop, just have Wi-Fi available no matter where you are.
I think we're moving to that because, you know, those new Spectrum mobile phones, that's not a cell phone. It's run off of Wi-Fi. And it must be Wi-Fi in the air. I mean...
Yeah. Well, I mean, what I find frustrating is that at school, we have 2 Wi-Fi versions. And it's just one of these little things. You know, everybody's got things about their job that annoy them. This is mine.
Okay.
I go to school. When I'm on a district-issued device, okay, I can log into district Wi-Fi with my employee ID and all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I can get anywhere I want to go on the internet. There obviously are filters out there, so there are certain things. I got a funny story about yarn related to Wi-Fi filters, but anyways, for the most part, I can get where I need to be on my district stuff. But if I want to use my personal email gets dinged in the filters.
Oh.
My personal devices cannot log into district Wi-Fi.
Oh.
So if I want to use my cell phone to look at my personal email, okay, I can't use the district Wi-Fi. And then there is a district Wi-Fi guest version, but that doesn't get you anywhere. It's really crummy, okay?
So you got to use your cellular data?
Yeah, so I'm always using my data.
Yeah.
You know, fine, okay, whatever. I got unlimited data because Ron needs it for business anyways.
Yeah.
So I have unlimited data. I can, it's not, but I'm an employee at work, and why can't I use the Wi-Fi,
Yeah.
We got filters. I'm not going anywhere naughty, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so my funny thing about the district Wi-Fi filters, okay, this is just a hoot. I was trying to look up a yarn, and I was looking up a fingering weight. And I know exactly what it was 7 Sisters Arts and I wanted their meridian fingering. So what did I type in my Google search? 7 Sisters Arts meridian fingering. It got dinged by the filter. Here was the word that got me. Fingering. So I didn't really understand how this was relatively new with these filters that were put in, and I really didn't know what it meant to request an exception to the rule. So there I was. I filled out this form and I requested an exception, and they gave it to me because oh, it's yarn. So yeah, that's the district fingering.
Okay. Well, good. Glad you have the exception so they don't think you're looking at porn.
Yeah, really.
Oh,
gosh. Boy, did we talk about a whole lot of non-yarny stuff.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, what do we got? We don't have anything new in the shop this week.
Oh, we do.
Oh, good. Whew. Wow.
Here you go. You can pull
it out. Yarny goodness. This, I'll wait with that one. I think this is just freaking gorgeous. I'm going to buy some of this today. This is from Laurel, Blue Doxy. Thank you, Laurel. It's her short hair yarn. Okay, it's a sock weight. And, well, what did she name this one?
Magpies Blue Magic.
Blue Magic. Magpies Blue Magic. Okay, so there's that. And then the other Magpies Magic. This is the other one, yeah, right?
Yeah, that's just Magpies Magic.
Magpies Magic. Oh, there it is. I love it. Matches the logo.
Yep.
This turned out freaking gorgeous. Okay, so what's the deal with this yarn? As you know, we've talked. Many of us are going to ZK in Rochester. And so we had this great idea that all of the Magpiers going to ZK should wear a shawl, kind of like our team shirt, Anyway, so we sat here, or did we do it at the retreat? We were talking at the retreat.
Yeah, we were talking at the retreat.
And we came up with this, so we picked a pattern. The pattern is Shine On by Lisa Ross. And so we are all going to knit ourselves a shawl, and it's going to be our magpie shawl. And I think we're going to do some choices with this, right? Or are we going to all do this one?
This is the official one.
This is the official one.
If you wanna veer off, you can.
Yeah.
There's one more in there, actually, with black speckles like this.
Oh, my gosh, look at this.
And that's the one Laurel's choosing to knit hers out of.
Yeah.
Same thing with black speckles.
Oh my gosh.
And actually this...
She's got it half done, actually. I've seen part of it.
This one is the same. She just dunked it in blue dye once it was done. It's the same as this. And then over-dyed with blue.
Isn't that something? So yeah, I'm taking some of this home today and some of this home today. So...
That's all.
That's all that's left in here. Oh, wow.
Just those three colors.
Match? This one's got more black in it.
There's one in the vault for you, too.
Oh, good. I might need 2.
Okay.
I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, we're getting more of each.
Yeah. So, anyways, those of you going to ZK, yarn's here. So, hey, what's up with this awesome basket? Look at this. Yeah. She had it all hiding in there.
Becky made that.
This is cool.
I wanted to prepare for the March Sunday Fun Day, which is themed baskets. And in all the snow, we didn't have a lot of customers, so Becky had time to crochet.
This is beautiful.
Yeah.
I could see this knit in colors that match my living room and make this a knitting basket, right by my chair.
Yeah. The pattern actually called for 3 worsted weight held together.
Okay.
She did 2 chunkies. So it turned out about the same. And I told her to fade them. So this is, green and pink, and then pink and yellow, and then yellow and blue. So kind of faded them down.
Oh my gosh, I love this.
So they really blend together. It's Big Beautiful Basket by... Oh, she doesn't have the designer on. Oh, Jada in Stitches. There's a YouTube video. Jada in Stitches, and it's Big Beautiful Basket on YouTube.
Wow. I love this. I'm going to make one of these. That's what I'm going to do. I haven't crocheted in years. I can. I'm going to. I love this.
So either 3 worsted or 2 chunky. Even. Yeah.
If I did 3, it would be kind of fun to do It could end up being like kind of funky variegated, but I
Yeah.
like the too chunky because then I like the fade. I like the stripes. I really do.
Yeah, yeah. Now
So-
the girl on YouTube, what she did was took all of her worsted variegated scraps and like magic caked them, if you will.
Okay.
And kind of just did it all variegated, so hers was really funky.
I don't know if I have enough worsted variegated
Yeah, I don't
scraps.
have much of that.
I don't have a lot of worsted scraps.
Mm-mm.
Maybe I need to knit more worsted once in a while. Wouldn't take so long, that's for sure. I don't know. But
Yeah.
I love this. And then you look inside and there's that beautiful yarn.
Yep. Yeah.
I love this stuff. I just love this blue.
Oh, yeah. It's gorgeous.
So I think I'm going to do Shine On in the blue.
Okay.
I think I'm going to do that. But then, oh, what am I going to do out of this one? Out of this color? I don't want to do Shine On out of it. I'm going to do something else. Oh, stop looking at it, Amy. You're going to get we're all entranced.
Okay.
Okay, that is gorgeous.
So that's what's new in the shop this week.
Okay.
So, oh, I can talk about what I did in the past week.
You might as well. I've been blabbing the whole time.
I went to a quilt retreat with the Sheboygan County Quilt Guild, and 4 of us got together and we were exchanging 1.5-inch strips to make log cabin blocks because we wanted them really scrappy. That way we mix all of our scraps up amongst 4 of us and they're really, really different. So out of those...
So those were the scraps you were cutting that one
Yep,
weekend
I was
when
cutting
I stepped
some
in.
to get them ready to exchange.
I remember
so
that.
we had enough that we made 40 blocks out of what we exchanged. Some of my cutting I had to finish there. And then we cut more while we were there.
Okay.
Oh my goodness, all the people were like stopping by our table and dropping off all little scraps for us to cut up and put in here.
Wow.
So a lot of these were added right there at the retreat from other people's projects.
Okay.
Yeah, there's so much in here. There's Christmas stuff you'll see in here.
Oh my gosh.
There's baby prints in there. There's florals, there's modern, there's country. And they just all go together. Oh, there's the baby stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And so then I made a total of like 70 blocks. And
70?
Then, yeah. And then I sewed them together.
So you start with the center 2.
Yes. The center 2, I make 2 1.5-inch strips, sew the long 2 strips together. And then you just start going around in a circle.
Wow.
So here is
Wow.
my quilt.
This is just amazing.
Yeah. I don't know. You can't see much of it.
Well, it's just huge, so whatever.
Yeah.
You know. Oh my gosh.
That's
That is
it.
just so pretty. Okay, so got this absolutely gorgeous work of art here. What are you gonna do with it?
I'm going to quilt it, and I'll leave it here for a little while, but a lot of times in the past what I've done with all these charity quilts, these scrappy quilts is at Christmas time where I work, we do what's called Adopt a Family.
Okay.
And so,
You'll donate it.
Yeah, I'll donate it to the family we adopt for Christmas.
You know what I really like about this? I like how you did half of every square darker and half every lighter.
And that's part of what a log cabin is.
Oh,
They
okay, well, I
usually
wouldn't
are.
know that.
Yeah. And all of us are doing different settings. I don't know what this setting is called. I just looked it up, found it, and I liked it. You know, I have that other one where it looks like circles, that, you know, bigger and bigger circles. It's called barn raising.
Okay. Don't ask me to remember that.
Yeah.
It's probably
but
around here somewhere, and
there's
I've probably seen
different
it.
layouts of log cabin to make every quilt look different.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, I just love that.
So that was my last week. That's what I did.
Well, that'll keep a girl busy.
Yeah. Went Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Oh, now you're all full of fuzz.
Well,
Oh,
yep.
well. Well, that's
Yeah.
absolutely amazing. Okay, so you want to see my FOs? With
Yes.
all my sitting in the house in my chair knitting?
Yes, let's
Okay.
see your FOs.
The only thing I didn't like about the snow days, there were other family members home.
Oh,
The
yeah.
best snow days are when nobody's home, which is what I had actually this last one. Nobody was home. I
Oh.
like that part.
Okay.
Because when there's people around, they kind of look down your nose at me and say, like, what, you're going to knit all day?
Yeah.
And I go, uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. I think I showed my cowl last podcast. This was the cowl, and it was done in this sport weight Stonehenge. It's called Crazy, and this is one skein. This is what it came like. I started with the green end, and then I ended on the variegated red and blue because it ended with red. Okay, so when I got this, I got 2 skeins with the intent of making a cowl and mittens. So then, this was mitten number 1. I started with the red that was my leftover, and then this was where the ball went. And I thought, what, there's this pink and green stuck in there, and then it went all to this green and red. And they're just 2 colors twisted together. And the pattern, by the way, is called Palmistry by Stephanie Lotvin. She had this mitten along thing, so that's why I was been doing mittens.
That's one of those with the gusset kind of different.
Yeah, the gusset's different on these.
Okay, I've seen that with Pearl Soho as one too. That's kind of like that.
Yeah. Okay,
So,
there is a screw up on these mittens. I should have knit this like I knit socks on that same gauge. And I was thinking, oh, I got sport weight yarn, so I'm not going to worry about it. No. They're big, but I'm thinking I might felt them.
Oh, okay. That's not superwash then?
No.
Ah.
Because when I put them on, they're baggy, but not huge. The thumb is huge. But see, okay, part of the reason I think the thumb is huge is because, okay, this is, you add on here, here's your, like a palm line, your lifeline. Okay, with this pattern, I didn't know where I was going to end up with the green. And I wanted either one of 2 things to happen. It'd be all green, like it ended up with the green and the red, or I was going to just do the red on the tip of the fingers. In either case, I wanted my thumb to match my mitten.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't want a different color thumb. Okay, so I'm playing with this pattern, knitting it differently, just so I can keep my thumb the right color. So I knit the thumbs first.
Okay.
And I think my thumbs are wider because I knit them first. I should have not done the increases in here and just knit the thumb without the increases, and then picked up for the hand and just decreased the hand down. That would have made my thumb fit better. Oh, well, live and learn. Okay, they're just for me. It's not like they're fancy. Okay, so this was mitten number 1, and it ended up being red, starting with the red, and my green held all the way through.
And you didn't cut here.
No.
Oh.
That was, well, this was my old ball.
Right.
That ended in red. This was the new ball.
Oh, okay.
The pink
so
and the
it
green.
is-
The
okay.
pink and the green was the new ball.
Okay.
Okay, well, so that continued, and then I got to mitten number 2, and it's blue and red. This was old ball. I started with the cup, and there was this weird section in the old ball that had this white part in it.
Yeah,
whatever,
just to
I
throw
have
you.
no idea. All right, and then the next part of the ball is this white and purple.
Oh,
And
isn't
then
that
it
something?
went from purple to red. And I had enough red, or of the purple and red, or yeah, whatever, to not have. So this is, when you look at this all together, it matches.
Yeah.
You know, here, let's see if I can hold it up. Here, all together, it is a set. You know, the red is, and the greens do tie it all together. But it's just funky.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah,
Okay, so
it's
that's
cool.
why I'm thinking I might felt these mittens so that they fit better, because I really, really do like them. And the cowl is awesome. And you know, I got that red coat.
Yeah.
And
oh, yeah.
and this red in these mittens matches my red coat.
Yeah,
so
that's neat.
That was
Cool.
one FO. So yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll win something on Stephanie's drawing. So I finished that. And then I cast this on February Sunday Fun Day. And this is a cowl, and it's knit out of a knit circus.
I like that.
I love this cowl. It's called Escarpment, and it just lays wonderfully. I love this cowl. This is,
Yeah.
I've worn it twice already. So,
Okay.
okay, so what, but see,
Escarpment. Okay, I gotta
Escarpment.
remember
The gold in here,
that.
I have a gold shirt, a gold sweater.
yeah.
And it is like stunning with that. I literally, I thought, oh my gosh. Now, when I picked out this yarn, okay, this is one of those balls of yarn I bought because I loved the colors in it. I had no idea what I was going to do with it. It's a DK weight. It didn't bleed at all when I blocked it.
Nice.
I say that because Dawn has knit Circus and she will not touch it because she knit this gorgeous shawl out of it and it bled.
Right.
This did not bleed, so maybe they fixed things. Maybe she just
well,
got
I know
unlucky.
there's certain red dyes. Red's always a problem.
Okay.
And I think hers was either a red or a pink.
It had pink in it.
Yeah.
It had pink in it. So at any rate, this has turned out to be my new favorite cowl. Okay, my general rule, never knit a pattern twice. Well, I will knit this again. And I think that the possibilities for this are endless, you know, because it's just a blank canvas. And I used up almost the whole ball. So, and it was my intent to just go to the end. And so I think there was
beautiful
260 yards on it is all it took. And the pattern is written for a DK yarn. So, but you could knit that. I mean, imagine taking this out like with a gradient, a fingering gradient. Wouldn't that be pretty? I think it'd be gorgeous. And, and you might have to,
I have those new Zauer balls, Zauer flowers or whatever. With the long stripes. It would be gorgeous with that.
Yeah, it would. It would. Oh, wow. So this is Escarpment. I don't remember the designer's name, but I know I've knit stuff from her before.
Okay. Well, look at Amy's Ravelry page, Amy Schultze, and you'll see it.
You'll see it. It's there. Escarpment, yes.
She's good at Ravelry. Me, not so much.
Okay. Then I was testing. I love to test, so I was testing for Stephanie Lockton. This is her new sweater that's coming out soon.
Is that cute?
This is the Narwhal.
I love the back.
I know, the back is like the best.
Oh,
my gosh,
cute?
this is the Narwhal, but the pattern also includes a catakin. Or a catacorn. Catacorn, I said it wrong. Catacorn. But basically, it's a cat with a unicorn thing on it. You know? Okay, now, for those of you who are science geeks, a narwhal, it's not really a horn, it's a tooth. Just saying, we're going to be correct here. Narwhals do exist. At any rate, so I knit this baby. I just chose the baby side because I'm going to a baby shower today. My nephew and his wife are expecting. And so the baby shower is today. So, and they were both in high school. They were both swimmers. That's how they met on the swim team. So I'm just thinking, I might just throw it in the bag because it's so cute.
Yeah.
Cora wants one too, but she's just going to have to wait because I'm done knitting sweaters for a while.
Yeah.
But I knit this out of Simplicity.
Okay.
And it's so soft. And I chose Simplicity. It's got a little bit of wool, but lots of acrylic, I think. And so it's washable. Throw it in the washer. But I just think it's adorable. So I finished that.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, the pattern I think is coming out in March. In March.
Oh, so it won't be long.
It won't be long. No, Stephanie is pretty good about when she's put something out for testing, she's close to publishing.
Okay.
So, so I did that. And then, all right, I wasn't convinced. Here it is. It's a mega cake. And I went and I got this off the shelf. Oops, I got the label off of it. Because I wanted to show it to you. Okay, these mega cakes, apparently you can't keep them in stock. And I'm going to put in a shameless plug for them. This is the gray and green. Okay? I love this yarn. I knit a cocoon, a baby cocoon. Okay. Now, I will tell you, I'm old-fashioned. There's no way I will put gray on my babies because they're going to be pink or blue. But everything in this child's room is gray.
It's the new baby color.
It's the new baby color. So it's gray, and it's got lime green with it, and it's just beautiful striped. I love it. My one complaint, there was a knot in the yarn. Oh, you're not going to get knots. Shut up and get over it. Okay, but it messed up the striping sequence. So when you look at it, at first, you'd never know that. Now that I told you, you can see it.
Right.
Okay, I won't mention it at the shower because that's the one imperfection of this. But feel it.
Oh, yeah, that feels nice and soft for the baby.
Yeah.
Have you washed it?
No.
Okay.
I didn't even wash it. Well, it's acrylic, so I'm sure it's... It is washable. It says right on the label, machine wash, gentle, tumble dry, low. So it's completely, I have not washed it. I wanted it, I didn't want to block it. well, it wouldn't have blocked much anyways because it's got acrylic. But I liked the squishiness of it, you know. Yeah. And so Cora lived in these when she was an infant, a newborn. So he's getting, or she, they don't even know if it's a boy or girl, is getting a cocoon. And all of their baby things, I bought them some bed sheets and some, extra stuff like that. It's all gray. All gray. Okay. That's what she was registered for, so okay, fine, whatever. I'm not going to be judgmental. I'll knit it in gray. I'm also weaving a blanket, but I don't know. Nobody knows. I'm weaving a blanket out of gray cotton. Okay. And so this baby will be due early April, I think, like April 2nd or something. I don't know, early April. And so the shower's today. She'll get this today. I literally have all the wrapping stuff in the car. But the other blanket, that's not done. And I have it.
Well, you need a present for when the baby's actually born.
Right. Yeah. Right. So I have it on the loom. I have it warped, tied on, rags in, as far as that aspect. And I will actually be starting weaving it on Monday night. It's a Huck lace pattern woven out of a cotton yarn. Okay. So I'm really excited. And if I like this blanket when it's done, I'm going to weave another one, just tie on right away and weave another one. Okay. Because I really, once I get weaving on it, it won't take long, maybe 2 weeks, because it's 36 inches wide, 41 inches long, and the weaving goes fast. There's like, I think 12 picks an inch.
Yeah, you got all the hard stuff done.
Yeah, yeah, the tying on. Well, and one of our snow days was a Monday, so obviously I didn't have weaving that night because I'm doing this one up at Pigeon River. Oh, okay. Yeah. My loom is almost ready. Okay. I have a little more dusting to get out of it, and I want to check the tie up because it's a floor. Being a floor loom, you got the foot pedal thingies, right? And I have to check how it's tied up. Okay. And I'm not 100% sure how to do that. So that's one of the things I
gave you that YouTube title, right? You
yeah,
that?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Okay, to take the time to watch the YouTube, that didn't happen yet.
So. Oh, it's only like 10 or 15 minutes. It's not an hour-long thing.
Oh, okay.
She has probably 10 or 12 different weaving ones. Okay. But they're all only, 10, 12 minutes a piece.
Little pieces.
So you can just go watch just the one on tie-up.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I don't know, I just haven't gotten there yet. It's kind of like, I want to get it all set up and ready to go and just to do something very simple on it. Just a plain weave scarf. That's what I think I'm going to do. And just to play with it and show show Ron that it can be productive. Yeah. He said to me the other day, he says, with all this fiber thing that you got going on, he says, I sure hope you can make money at it someday. And as soon as I think I'm going to make money on it, it's not a hobby anymore.
Yeah, it's not
Forget
fun.
that. No way.
Right.
So, and then the last thing I did is I took some time and did scare up some worsted scraps. For those of you going to ZK, and those of you not, I'll explain quickly. They had a mini challenge in the ZK team competition for yardage, and the mini competition was either to knit little stuffed hearts, which I had grand plans of using my leftover red from the mittens and cowl to knit some little red hearts, but I don't want to knit a fingering weight heart and felt it, forget it. I didn't feel like it. So I said, screw the hearts. But then you could also do bunting flags. So there we are. 1, 2.
Oh, it looks like candy corn.
Yeah. 3, 4, 5. Now, I'm just going to throw down the gauntlet. Although the mini challenge is done, because it ended yesterday, that's 500 yards. Yay me. So, yeah. And they literally took, oh gosh, maybe an hour a piece at most. Yeah. They went really quick. And I just went down in my scrap bucket, and I did find some worsted scraps. Yeah, I did a cowl on this. Hated the cowl, but I like the bunting is kind of neat. The way it's striped or variegated. Well, no, it's a gradient. Get your words right. It's a gradient. Yeah.
And that's your hat and mittens.
Yep, my hat and mittens. My sock arm sleeves.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
This was a baby sweater I did years ago. This is Plymouth Encore. They had the this is like a striping kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this this was a hat I think I did years ago.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Nice.
Okay, so those are all my FOs.
Okay, I don't have any FOs other than my quilt top.
Well, what are you working on then?
Well,
cool. It's right here, so I know what she's working on.
I'm still working on my buffalo plaid hat. Since we podcast last, I've only had one day to work on it.
Knitting retreats or quilting retreats will do that to you.
Yeah, and so that's that. I love it. I
That's
really
really
love
cool.
it. But now I just need to get it done. And then I do have one more that two more that I'm working on. I am still working on my Andrea Mowry Shifty, the sweater. I love it. I absolutely love it.
I do too.
It just is turning out gorgeous.
Is this this is a pullover pattern, but I think isn't there a cardigan too?
No, there is a cowl and a shawl.
Oh.
And then this is the pullover. And I'm using Harvest, the brown, because she said sport 400 yards. That's what I found, Harvest.
That's so pretty.
From Earth Yarns. This fits that bill. And instead of using 4 different alternating colors, I'm using...
This was genius.
Rialto Luxury Sock.
I wonder, would the painted desert work?
Painted desert would work. The Zauer balls would work. And then that other stuff I have in the sock club, that Perth, that would work too, just like this. So there's other possibilities like this. Yeah.
This is just gorgeous.
I am loving it.
I love. Now that you can see the turquoise come in there, I mean, it's just stunning.
And I had a knot, and they went like from this right back to this yellow in the knot, and I was like, well, that's not going to happen. So I just cut it where the knot was, and I started pulling from the inside, because the inside is closer to this blue, you know, right here.
So does the whole body go down in this two-color
pattern? Yeah, it stays in this pattern, the whole thing.
Oh, wow.
Until you get to the ribbing.
That is just gorgeous.
Yep. And I've done all the increases now, so now I just got to do a couple more pattern repeats, and then I'll split for the sleeves.
Oh, getting off the sleeves is always a big deal.
Well, this part, I got 460 stitches on here right now. So this part is,
I know what 460 stitches feels like.
Yeah, and this is just a size medium for Lexi. If you did the largest size, at this point you'd have over 700 stitches on your needles.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
And that's an eternity.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, and one more thing is I just brought my granny straight blanket in to give an update. Let's see. I'm pulling it out as I'm pulling it out of the bag.
Oh, my.
Here we are. This is the size of it.
Wow.
Where's my marker? Do you see
here.
A marker?
Yeah, here.
That's how far I was last time. And now I'm here, so I'll move my marker up. But I had these cute, nice, long ones. This orange for sure. Well, I think it was just the orange. Was one I won at the Christmas exchange.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah. Yeah, just kind of magic caking it and throw a mini in here and there. It's turning out lovely.
It is. Gorgeous.
I have another one, another scrappy one going at home too, where I'm doing 2 strands together. But I'll bring that another time, because then I got to bring the whole big cone.
That's true.
Yeah, it's a cone of white is my second one, and then I'll magic. Well, not really. I'm like going row by row. Each row I change colors on that one.
I have a desire, an insane desire, because why I do these things I don't know, because I don't finish them because they're so big. I get bored with them. ADD kicks in. But Melanie Berg has this year-long knit-along with, it's like my grandma's Afghan or something. It's a blanket, and knit and fingering weight. And she did hers with 6 colors of a fingering weight yarn. And then, it's 4 colors, but 6 squares of each color, I think, or something like that. Anyways, and then there's also a main color that's thrown in with it. And I have this insane desire to just knit that blanket. I don't know how much yarn a square takes, but it's conceivable that I could do fingering weight. I can find 24 fingering weight yarns, but then I don't know what I would put with it. Okay. And then I thought, you know, it might be kind of fun to do black.
Oh, yeah.
You know, with all the different colors. So I'm toying with doing it that way, or picking 6 colors of Cascade Heritage sock. Okay. Or 4 colors, whatever the number. I can't remember if it's 4 or 6 colors. And doing it that way. And then she has you, there's a way, there's a process. They're not just sewn together. And then there's some bordering going on, like you would have like border around quilt squares and things like that. So I'm toying with it. I think it might be kind of fun. Yeah, but I ripped out all my knit blankets out of fingering weight. They were just like taking forever and you get nowhere. I was like, no, I'll never finish them. So well, that's kind of what my fear is. And I started crocheting, and that goes so much quicker that, you know I'll get these done. I mean, this one's probably only a baby blanket size because it's only, 35 or 40 inches wide. When I was a kid, my great-grandma crocheted Afghans. I mean, constantly. I think that's all she ever did. And some of the most beautiful things, I know my grandma, there's some at my grandma's house yet that big grandma had crocheted. They're gorgeous. And I would like, I should see if I can get my hands on one, because I would like to dissect the stitch pattern she used, because I love it. It's not a shell. And I have to be honest, I have not found it in a stitch pattern crochet, dictionary kind of thing, ever. Oh, okay. But maybe I'm just reading it wrong. I mean, I read knitting really good, but I don't read crochet as well. It's because I don't crochet as much. But you would be able to look at that and tell me what the stitch pattern is and how she did it. Okay. And I would like to create that. She always did it in worsted weight, and they were scrappy. And if I was going to do a scrappy blanket, that would be the pattern I would want to use. Okay. Only because it has that, family significance. Sure. So yeah. But if I can find one, I have to talk to my aunt and see if there's one at the house yet. It was that was knit by Big Grandma, that would have that pattern in it, because it's the pattern she always used. Okay. So. Okay. Well, that's what I'm working on. What are you working on? This. It is a wrap that is knit the long way. Oh, okay. So there are 450 stitches or so. Oh, that's why you know what that feels like. There's 452 stitches on the needles right now. Okay. So I've got my longest cable that I own. Okay. And they're still all bunched together. I just started it. This is a test for Hallie Silver. She is out of Canada, and I met her online through Ravelry, and the reason I wanted to knit this is, one, I like long rectangles. That's a very nice, wearable shape. She does a lot of work playing with pooling of color. Oh, okay. And that's how I met her, because I was looking at color pooling as a possibility of something to do in our mystery shawls. No, it's not happening. Just so you know, I wasn't giving a hint. Anyways, and that's how I came across her. And she came out with this pattern that is the shawl that runs the opposite direction. So I'm just literally on the border. I'm using Woolmies to do it, because you need one skein of Woolmies, because it's like a wrap that'll have 1,500 yards. It's knit at a tighter gauge than usually my shawls are. Okay. So it'll be warm. There'll be some density to it. And so my beginning color A is this. It's black and gray variegated. So that's and I'm hoping that I don't get pools with it. I don't think I will.
Okay.
I might get some patterning, but I don't think I'll get a pool.
Okay.
Okay, and then my next color will be this color, and it goes with this, and there's a section where these two are in a mosaic stitch pattern.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Then the center section is this color. Hard to see, but
gorgeous?
it is black and this kind of a burgundy.
I love this one.
Yeah.
It is gorgeous.
It's called Poison Number 5. It is. It's beautiful. I love this yarn.
It.
But there is a section where that's this variegated that's basically all stockinette. This is going to be gorgeous knit up.
Mm-hmm.
So these then next to this, in the next section, you'll have these two side by side.
Okay.
And then there is another different mosaic section, and then you go back to the garter border.
Okay.
So I'll show you the pattern later. It's really kind of different. Now, I've not knit anything like this. I've not knit a fingering weight shawl. That's 1,500 yards. Okay, usually 1,000 is my limit. I chose to do it in Woolmies because there are dog hair on my yarn. How did that happen? Anyways, I chose this because there's over 500 yards on this skein. So that's why I did it. If I would have, I was looking at being cost effective. One of these will run you, I think, $37.
Okay.
And that's what its current price is. I had these two in stash, and I had to buy this one.
Okay.
But with Woolmies, because they're run, there's 150 grams on here, and so if I would have come out and found variegateds, I would have to have I buy sock yarn if it's going to be shawl yarn. I buy it 2 skeins right away.
Yeah.
So like when I was talking about Laurel's yarn, I want to make my shine on bigger. So if I'm going to knit the blue shine on, I'm going to get 2 skeins of the blue because I want it bigger.
Yeah, the large pattern on shine on was 90 inches long.
Right.
That sounds huge. Yeah.
Right. You can stop. The pattern's modifiable. You can stop anywhere. So, but I didn't want to break into my stash of my perfectly well-matched, not perfectly, it's the hand-dyed yarn, never gonna be perfect, but my well-matched skeins of shawl stash. I didn't want to dip into that.
Yeah.
And then, or just, or put, try to put something together. There was one other set at home that I had the 3 colors that I could do this with, but I didn't really want to break that up, because and I needed more of it. I would have had to buy those same 3 colors. I'd need another skein of it.
Yeah.
Because this takes so much. So that's why I said, nope, I'm going with the Woolmies. And,
nice.
Because, the designer had her measurements, and they say they're 150 grams, but they always weigh out 160, 165. For some reason, the mill that they get this from always overruns. Okay. Good. So it's something that I've come to know about Woolmies. So I just didn't want to get other yarn. This will work perfectly.
Yeah.
There are other people testing it that are not using Woolmies, but that's okay. So I think it is going to be absolutely stunning, and I went with the black family. Some of you have seen did you see the pictures of my color options eventually?
Yeah. I don't know. All of my things got messed up.
Weird.
Well, you sent me that message about Woolmies, and I was like, well, I didn't get a picture. And then yesterday, 5:30, I got 94 messages just all piled on my phone at once. And I didn't know what went with what or what order. And I saw some gorgeous pictures of 3 colors of yarn at a time.
That's what it was. That's what it was.
And so that's what I was assuming. But
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So I went with this one because I decided that this is going to be a wrap that you would wear over like a dress.
Right.
Yeah, a warmth, like you're going out kind of. So I decided that chances are I will get a little black dress.
Okay.
My old little black dress doesn't fit anymore, so I will get a new little black dress. And this will be perfect with a little black dress.
Good.
So that's what I did. That's how I based my decision. It wasn't about which color family looks best or I liked best. This was practical.
You could probably wear it with what you got on, too.
Yeah, I might. Yeah, possibly.
Yep.
So, at any rate, so that's what I'm working on. I needed to get, oh, and of course, the mystery shawl has a few rows to go yet. Not a lot. I'll finish it this weekend.
Okay.
So,
yarn hints.
Yarn hints are Thursday.
No, they asked for him this Thursday, and I was like, she's not here.
It's 2 weeks before. This
2 weeks?
It's 2 weeks before.
Today, it is 2 weeks from today.
Oh, crap.
Yeah, this is a short month. Yarn hints are due today.
Okay.
So make sure
I'll tell you yarn hints. I'll tell you some yarn hints, but
okay.
I will show some color combos on Thursday night.
Okay.
I could go run and get the one color combo. If I was going to knit this again, I know exactly. I'm going to get it.
Okay.
I got to get it.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So Mystery Shawl Mania is the first Saturday in March, and that's 2 weeks from today. It's Saturday morning. I don't know when this will get online. Last time we podcast, I think it took a week to get online because my phone just wouldn't upload to the cloud. I wonder if there's something wrong with my phone. First, it wouldn't upload to the cloud, and then I get that whole thing happening with the text messages, pictures. So, I don't know. But we'll hopefully get this up on the cloud and then onto YouTube by Sunday night, I hope. So, but in 2 weeks from today, first Saturday in March, will be Mystery Shawl Mania. And then the day after that is March Sunday Fun Day. And Sunday Fun Day theme is baskets. I mentioned that before when we looked at Becky's basket she made. Any kind of basket. But Sunday Fun Day, you can also just come and knit and have fun. You don't have to follow the theme. It's just a day to hang out. Oh, look at all these.
Oh,
DK.
I gotta switch one out.
Oh, okay.
Just a minute. I'll be right back.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, so other things coming up, just watch the website for classes. We'll have classes coming up. And I'm starting a new thing on the website called Clearance Corner, where I'm taking all of the yarns off of the shelves that are on clearance, and I'm putting them on the website. And when I do that, I have to pull it off the shelf because I don't have an inventory system tied with our checkout and the website. So I don't want to sell the same thing twice. So once it gets pulled off the shelf to go on the website Clearance Corner, you can no longer buy it in the store. So watch the website, Clearance Corner, new section added.
Well, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I brought more yarn than I needed, but...
Okay. So, is that DK weight you got there?
Oh, no, 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 no.
Oh.
I have DK. I have sport. And I have fingering. Take your pick.
Oh.
You can knit it out of any one of these.
Okay.
Here's what you need. 2 colors that contrast. 2 skeins. You need about 400, slightly better than 400 of each color. Okay? So if you were choosing fingering, let's see. Oh, I would pick, what if you wanted fingering one? You could do this. See, highly contrasting. This is a brown, gold. Or you could do this, red, gold. Or you could do blue and brown, whatever you want. You could choose fingering. You could also choose DK. So I just quickly grabbed these 2. I think they would be just stunning. This has got, okay, I am choosing things that are semi-solids here. This is a semi-solid. It's kind of variegated. I would not go anything highly variegated, okay? 2 solid or 2 semi-solid, not a variegated. This one, this is a gorgeous color, by the way. I love it. I don't know when I ever saw this on the shelf, but when I was grabbing my next option, I saw this and I go, these are Dream in Color Everlasting DK. And they would be gorgeous. This has got blues and kind of greens in it, maybe a little black going on there. But the variegated isn't real strong. It seems more semi-solid. So that's why I think it would work really nicely. But if I was going to knit this again, which I probably won't, because I don't, I would knit it in these 2.
Yeah, that's my favorite of all your combos too.
I keep looking at this. Now, this is variegated, but because of the color, that it's just the green and the gray, it will be stunning with this. Okay?
Yeah, gorgeous.
So, if you knitted in fingering, you need 1 skein of each color. If you knit it, now this is the Sueno. Sueno has 255 yards. You'd need 2 of each color, okay? And if you knit it in the DK, make sure you've got at least 400 to 450 yards of each color, okay?
Okay.
So yeah, pick your weight. And then you're gonna have to choose needles that match that yarn.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're knitting it in fingering, a 5 or a 6 or a 6 and a 7, you will need 2 sizes of needles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, one, your main needle, and then 1 size larger.
Okay.
There's your yarn hints.
All right.
Oh, I was thinking it was next week. I was planning on doing this Thursday night.
Oh,
yeah, but
okay.
I couldn't do it last week. It was conference night. Had to work. So there you have them, yarn hints.
Yeah.
So I'll try to put it up on Ravelry today too.
Okay, good.
Well, I don't know if I'll have time today. Probably tomorrow.
Okay.
But yeah, so I think, you know, it could be really fun in this. It could be really fun.
Yeah.
But then I have these 2 colors in a shawl, my Wonder Woman shawl at home.
Oh yeah, yeah, that looks so
that's
nice.
these 2 colors. They go really good together. Okay, but those
are
those.
Malabrigo. All
These
of those are Malabrigo?
I just grabbed Malabrigo.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I like these 2 together too. Which one is this? This is Matisse, yeah. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So, oh, but man, that's stunning with the brown. This brown, it's called Cordovan, and it's kind of a red brown. Yeah, all kinds of options.
Yeah,
so
beautiful.
Have fun. Oh, and then of course, if you have contrasting, you got a whole wall of the Cascade Heritage, and you can pick just 2 colors that you like.
Yeah. Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Well, I think that's everything,
That's
unless
it.
you have anything else.
Nope, I'm done.
Okay,
I think I
I'm
talked
done.
enough for one day.
Okay.
All right.
Well, nice seeing you. Hope to see you again. Bye.
Yep. Bye-bye.